It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. And the Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. His first order of business, manage the game and don't get them behind the sticks.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination with what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like to be able to run that fast and stretch the defense. That's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to get started. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's changing the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the back. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Turning it on! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. First down for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the move. He's inside the 15. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Hey, jet. Hey, move. Jet, shift. Hey, move. Jet.
Sends it back in motion.
Go, go.
Out wide right, it's Payne. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off-play action. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Edwards. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he takes it all the way down to come up with explosive plays, and they use one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Extending the play. Left side is Edwards. They've got him corralled.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Motion from the back.
Go, go!
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Ready, go!
Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's James. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Had to force that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Under pressure. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming see if they go for it here.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The play fake. Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
The give to the fullback. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see him, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Ready. Set. Ready, go.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Edwards. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Changing the routes with his receiver. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's now second down.
Second and long here. The give. At the 40, there he goes. Finding some room. All the way in for the touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. First play of this drive. A spectacular one-hand grab. Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The quarterback only in the hops. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Moving to his left. Out wide left, it's long. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Move to his right. Right side, it's West. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Buys time to his left. The throw. And they can't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the back over the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
When the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that, they knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver. And it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
Set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working the ground game. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll ride the hot hand. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll get rid of it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Wants to throw on third. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Catch is made at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Left side is Edwards. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this offense within striking distance. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Well, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a... using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Into the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration. Turn it over on downs.
And the offense stayed.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the point after is good.
The extra point is good. Number 48, set to kick off.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work.
Check, check. 2290 mountain. 2290 mountain. Here we go. Ready, go.
On the ground, it's Payne. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, move. Go, go.
Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the grab. Nice move there. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
14. 14. Go, go.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. They'll send the back in motion.
Ready, go.
Wants to throw on first. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before. Out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Go, go.
Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense set on first down.
Sweet, sweet. Here we go. Ready. All right, go, go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants to go deep. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Ready, go.
Back to pass on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
There he goes. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, going to throw it. Fires immediately. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Selling the fake. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Needs it here on 4th down. He's going to run it. And he's brought down, but he picks up. First down, and the gamble pays off. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Look out. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
I think That play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on them.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sticks it in his belly. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking for room, it's Payne. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Off to the fullback. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready? 22.
Sends it back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it go. Almost picked off.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Rush is on. Sliding to his left. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Out wide right, it's long. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Drops back on 1st down. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. They come to the line 3 yards away from the 1st down marker. They've converted twice on this drive.
Freeze!
He'll throw on 3rd down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to put the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal caller. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The fake and wants to throw. Fires quickly. Building momentum picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Breaks the tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. On the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Low